My name's Zach Longo, and today I'm gonna teach you how to make some homemade pizza. How's my hair? Stupid question. My hair always looks great. It's a lot easier than you think to make the dough. If you're a lazy piece of shit like myself, you can always go to your local pizzeria and buy the dough from them. So to make pizza dough from scratch, you only need a few ingredients. All-purpose flour, yeast, salt, olive oil, water. That's it, folks. And your toppings, mozzarella, tomato sauce, whatever else you want to put, salami. If you're a loser, you'll put pineapples. First thing we're gonna do, take our lovely bowl here, glass, so you guys can see what the fuck is going on in the bowl. 2.5 cups of flour, pure Colombian flour. And you wanna make sure it's hard flour. You can't use soft flour because then this shit ain't gonna work. And what I like to do is I like to get a little bowl on the side action here because you're gonna need this flour later on. Take 2 tablespoons of salt and pour it in with the flour. Mix the salt and the flour together. We gotta get ready for the yeast. And the yeast and the salt, they don't get along. Like me and the assholes on the internet that like to write slick shit on my comment section. Tablespoon of yeast. Put it in a little cup or glass. We're gonna add a little bit of lukewarm water to it. Pour that in there with the yeast, 5 to 10 minutes, starting to clump together. And in the meantime, what we're gonna do with our bowl here is we're gonna make a little well in the middle. Take 1 cup of water, and we're gonna pour it in there. I like to do half of it first. And I like to start folding the dough over into the water. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. The good stuff, guys, too. Don't buy that cheap ass olive oil from Trader Joe's. It's garbage. That's the good stuff. You know, I'd like to drink a little bit of olive oil here and there. What do you think keeps my hair all nice? Okay, I gotta wash my hands now because I just touched my head. 1 scoop of olive oil, and then I'm gonna fold the olive oil over too now into this mixture. We're gonna take the rest of our water. We're gonna mix this up. You don't want this to be too wet, because if it's too wet, it gets too sticky. And you gotta start over because this shit is never gonna work. The yeast is starting to come together now. You stick your finger and mix it up. It feels like a little mud, and you wanna just kind of just drop it in there. We're gonna mix that up. And see, there's still some yeast left in here. We're gonna go add a little bit of water. Get the rest of this shit out of here because we need all of it. Our dough is starting to come together. So what you wanna do is you wanna fold it over. Don't do it like an asshole like me. Get this out now. Onto our table here. You need to knead this. Do get a little flour in my hands, bring it all together, and what we want to do is fold it over and push down. And if it gets a little sticky, take a little flour, sprinkle it on there. Fold and push. So you want to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. The longer the better. You got to activate the yeast in the dough. Smash the like button if you're hungry. And if the dough is sticking to your hand, this is the best way to get it off. You take a little flour and you wash your hands with flour. It gets all the dough off. It's pretty easy to do. If you can't do this, then fucking stick to Uber Eats. By the way, Uber Eats, if you want to sponsor this show, the email's in the bio. You can see it's starting to get all nice and smooth. Look at that. It's a nice little ball here. It looks like a tiny little brain. Kind of take your hands and just do one of these. Look at that, perfect. This is a little trick that I do. I take a little bit of olive oil, put it on a paper towel, and I rub it all over the inside of this bowl because our dough is gonna go in here to rest. It's a hell of a lot easier to get it out of here. Take it, and now the dough is gonna go to bed. We're gonna let it rest with a cloth over it for about 30 minutes in a dark, warm place. Pizza joints usually let their dough rest for about 24 hours, up to 48 hours. We don't got time for that shit, so we're just gonna let it chill for about 30 minutes. The dough is gonna double in size. I have here some dough. I was supposed to let rise for 24 hours, but I'm a lazy piece of shit and didn't feel like doing the video that day, so here we are 48 hours later, and the thing is gigantic. It kind of looks like Kim Kardashian's ass. Holy shit. This thing has quadrupled in size. Let's take this out. The side that was down on the bowl is the top of your pizza. There she is. And the side that was up, you guessed it, you gotta define the crust. So you wanna be about like an inch in from the end of the dough and push down with your fingers. So this is actually pretty big. I could have cut this dough in half. Now there's a number of ways to stretch out the dough. Do it with your hands where you kind of just let your hands pull it apart. Some people even let it hang off the edge of the table and let gravity just stretch that bitch out. And then there's the way that you're probably all like, how do I toss the pizza dough? Well, what you want to do first is you want to get your knuckles underneath it and kind of just pull apart. And you make a fist and you kind of rest it on your knuckle and your wrist. Take your dominant hand like so. And what you want to kind of do is toss it. This is how you do it. Just like that. All right, let's try that again. There you go. And you want to catch it on your fucking hands, okay? So now that our dough is all nice and stretched out, everybody should have a baking sheet. Your grandmother made it like this, or your mother, or your fucking uncle, whatever. What you want to do is you want to take a little olive oil and you want to grease up the pan. You want to take your stretched out dough, you want to bring it over, line this into the pan. Cut off the parts that are too big for this pan. So now our dough is lined the pan. A little bit of olive oil. Spread it over. I like to coat the crust with a little bit of olive oil too. It gives it a nice golden brown, stops it from burning and shit. We're gonna take our sauce, put it in the middle and just kind of work it around. If you have a cheese grater, you can grate the mozzarella. Mozzarella is super soft, so what I like to do is actually just pick it apart, put it all over la base. You can put whatever the hell you want on this pizza, but whatever you're doing with toppings, put the heavier toppings on the outside. You don't want that shit in the middle. The pizza's gonna get all soggy and look like your grandmother's ass in a bikini. I like to add a little bit of Parmesan, give it a little extra cheese, because who doesn't like cheese? Just in case you're wondering, I am lactose intolerant, and this is gonna fuck me up tonight. A little more olive oil. You wanna take a couple basil leaves. Holy shit. Could someone make a cologne out of this? Okay. Our pizza is ready to go in the oven. Our oven is heated up. We're gonna stick the pizza in now. And these bigger pizzas are gonna cook for about anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, depends how well done you want it. So the dough we made earlier now has been chilling under this cloth, having a nice little power nap for about 30, 45 minutes. Voila, look at that. It's about double the size for when we put it in there. Poke it with your finger, and if that divot stays in there, that means it's ready. The yeast has done its job. Look at that, beautiful. Shit, I'm good at this. So this thing's big enough now where I can cut it in half and actually make 2 pizzas. Stretch out our dough. This looks like a pair of lips. Looks like Kylie Jenner. Pizza doesn't have to be round, guys. If you want it round, literally just cut off the edges, because you probably don't have a pizza peel. A pizza peel is like that shovel that they use to pick up the pizza and stick under. Watch all these cooking shows and all these guys are showing you how to make all these meals, but we don't have all these tools that these guys use, okay? We're regular people. We're doing this for fun. I'm not fucking Gordon Ramsay. You can use your baking sheet. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on it so your pizza can slide onto it. You just literally just wanna pull your dough, have some flour on the table, boom. Put your pizza on here. So you take your little bit of sauce, dump it in the middle, and you use the bottom of the spoon in a circular motion to spread the sauce evenly. If you're anything like me, you like cheese. So you can just stick with the mozzarella. If you like that, that's fine. Me personally, a little sprinkle of Parmigiano Reggiano, a couple basil leaves on there, a little sprinkle of olive oil. Okay, perfect. So our pizza is topped and ready to go into the oven onto our pizza stone that has been heating up now for about an hour at 500 degrees. All right, so there's our pizza stone. Put the link in the description down below. If you want to buy one of these, I highly suggest it. It really retains the heat and it helps cook the pizza from the bottom, which is tough to do in an oven. Dust it with a little flour or semolina, whatever you have. But don't put too much flour because the flour will burn. Take it from here and just pull it. Give it a tug job. 2 to 3 minutes. I like it crispy, so I'm gonna go for 5 minutes. Okay, so I may have left this in a minute or two too long, but I'm still gonna eat this shit. I like my pizza well done. Holy shit. So I'm just gonna sit here and eat this pizza while I wait for the other one to cook. A couple more minutes. And while we're waiting for that, now would be a good time to go and hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, like this video. Look at that, beautiful. So if you wanna grab something to pick it up, just bring it on there. See that? Are you seeing this? This is my child, this is my son. I'm gonna name him Luigi. Ladies and gentlemen, homemade pizza from scratch. If you have any questions, Write them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Again, like I said, I like my pizza well done, so I like it crispy. I don't like that soggy pizza. Thanks for watching, guys. This is another episode of Sugo Sunday. And if you guys make this at home, send me a picture. I'll post it on my Instagram and follow me on Instagram. I probably won't follow you back, but hey, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bon appetito. Ciao. Enjoy. I know there are a lot of you out there that really do enjoy a nice pineapple on your pizza. Today I'm going to show you guys what you can do with a pineapple in a pizza. So first you want to take your nice pineapple, then you're going to reach down and grab your garbage can and throw it in the fucking trash because pineapple doesn't go on pizza, you sick bastard. Unsubscribe and get the fuck out of here.